I don't quite know how to describe this book, but I'll try. The Gilded Ones was a unique book, and I haven't read anything like it. So, I'll start with a few warnings. This book is aimed at young adults, but I feel that there may be mature subject matter that may be a little on the full adult side. I am old, and I remember young adult books being less mature. There is mention of sexual subjects, and graphic description of mutilated body parts. I will cover that part in the review part. There is also graphic violence, which I like. The violence factor isn't too much for me, but I thought that I'd warn others of it. I like this book and look forward to reading The Merciless Ones. The protagonist, Deca, is very likable and well-crafted. Deca is a young girl who is on the cusp of maturity and has to take her purity test. The purity test is when the priest cut a girl's hand to see if her blood is pure. Pure blood is red and impure blood is gold, hence the term gilded. Deca fails her purity test, and the death mandate for those who are impure is immediately performed. Deca dies but is resurrected, her body is remade each time. The priest is so cruel that they kill Deca 9 times, mostly so they can harvest her golden blood. The story kicks off when a woman named White Hands arrives in Deca's village. She takes Deca to train her in the Emperor's army. Deca is what the book calls an Akali, the descendants of ancient gods called the Gilded Ones. Akali are considered demons by the people her world. The Akali are trained to kill Death Shrieks. The Death Shrieks and humans are at war. White Hands convinced the Emperor to train the Akali as warriors instead of executing them. The world that the characters live in is called Autara, and the people worship a supreme god called the Infinity. The book focuses on the training of the Akali, their missions, developing friendships, and eventual their triumphs over the antagonist. Again, this book may be triggering for some. A major theme in this book is the oppression of women, and the toppling of the patriarchal system that was forced in place by the Jatu. The Jatu are the male fighting forces of the Emperor. Women are severely oppressed. They must wear masks whenever they are out. Women are not allowed to join the armed forces, dance, or speak out of turn. Now, there's a lot going on. Many types of Akali exist. There are regular Akali, the Nuru, Deca, the Death Shrieks, Akali who have reached final death, and the Firstborn, children created directly by the Gilded Ones. Don't forget that I do shoddy reviews. So, I'll skip to the end. Deca finds out that the Gilded Ones are not demons as they were told by the priest and elders, they are actually cosmic beings. The Gilded Ones created the Alaki, Death Shrieks, and even Jatu. Society started out with women in power until the Jatu decided to overthrow the Gilded Ones and take over society. They started placing strict rules on women and created a male-dominated society where women are second-class citizens. The Gilded Ones were placed in a tomb, where they remained until Deca released them. The book ends with the Gilded Ones free and war brewing. Character analysis. Deca is a likable character, and I can't help but to feel for her as she struggles with PTSD. Everything that she does, she takes out on the Death Shrieks. She thinks that by killing Death Shrieks that she can find redemption for being born an Alaki, but she finds out that she is not a demon and learns to accept what she and her new friends are. I like the character of Brita a little more than Deca because Deca can be really annoying. Deca doesn't listen and always thinks that she knows best. But she's a badass fighter and gets a pass. The action is solid, and I never got bored. I actually finished this book in 3 days. That's fast for me. This was a good book. I give it a solid 4 out of 5 stars. Well, I'm out.